Do the summary for me.
The beginning of life wasn't that easy. I mean, a young boy that we were told that at the age of 20, somebody will say, latest by June, all of us will die. And let's say by the age of 20, the doctor says you will die. And today I'm here, we are still enjoying life and continue what God has done. So I would say, from the beginning, it wasn't that easy. Too many sicknesses and stuff like that. But today, I'm able to, shape our life and then preserve us till today.
Nacee, that's a very politically correct answer to give me. But this morning, it's a Friday morning. We don't want to be politically correct. We want to hear, we want to hear the story. So tell it to give somebody that inspiration. Everybody will say, I've come far. I mean, I have a very unique story, if I should share it with you. You've come from somewhere and you're here today. Give us a few highlights of your story that can inspire people, that you can start very small, but there's always the sky that you should look up as a limit. So what is the Nacee story? You can just give us a summary of it. Where did you come from? And where are you? Is it where you've always wanted to be?
Where I started this whole thing from is I was once a church boy. I was sleeping in the church, and I always say that the first in the church and also last to leave. And then also ask me that where am I living? I don't have any other place to go. The church is the place where that is my bedroom, my kitchen, my everything. So I was sleeping in the church for so many years, and then along the way, I just got worried, and I asked myself that where am I going with this life? And at the end of the day, if I'm married today, is it what I'm going to use to take care of my children and my wife? And I was so worried. So I prayed to God. I think along the way, I had an opportunity to travel to UK, and which Dr. Lawrence Tete gave me that opportunity. And after everything, I realized that, no, if I go, the church will suffer. So I still have to wait again and then, continue the suffering. So I rejected the offer and started this whole journey with suffering again. And I mean, telling my pastor, thinking that maybe the situation would change, because I wasn't paid then. You go to church every day, you are there. If the church is buying land, you are the one that they will send you. If they are building, you are the one that will take care of everything. But you are still not paid. You play instrument, nothing. So one day I was just sleeping, and then this whole thing started. I dreamt that somebody is teaching me. Sound engineer. I was sitting in front of computer, and then this education started coming. So I started moving around other studios and trying to get some physical ideas about what I have seen in the dream. And truly, when I go to the studios, everything that I see in the dream is the same thing that I see in the studio. And I kept on pushing, and gradually, there's this lady in our church. Her name is Mama Lydia. And she gave me, today I would say 40 CDs, that I can use it as my transportation to move around, so that any other place I want to go and get stuff done, I can at least learn something. So I remember I recorded my first demo, that is 1993, 92, 93, that I recorded my first demo. And since that time, I've been pushing and following my dream till today. So it wasn't that easy, but life is always is not the way we want, especially we that were not born in a rich home. Definitely you will find it so difficult before you get to your promised land. And even now, I am still not satisfied. I'm still pushing to get to my promised land.
I'm hopeful that your story has inspired somebody, that no matter where you are and what you're going through at the moment, you can always keep pushing. And when you get to a place where people think you're satisfied, you still need to keep pushing. But you have a very unique way of blending your songs. And you said that it's inspired by where you come from. So when you have something like, what's that, or something like that, I mean, how does it occur to you that you should put something together, like string something together like that and put it in a song? And how do you even know whether people will appreciate it and then it will catch on? How did that thing come about, by the way?
You know, that thing, honestly, it wasn't a planned thing. And I'm being very honest, it wasn't a planned thing that I'm putting something like that in a gospel song. When we were recording the song, and then I wanted to just like mime something, put something there, and later I'll play it on the keyboard and then I'll get it done properly. And fortunately, some of the people that my friends that came in, and when they heard Timbaland Bang Man, everybody started laughing. And I said, why are you guys laughing? And they said, but what you did there is funny. And I said, oh, okay. Almost everybody, he just got hooked on everybody. And I said, okay, instead of me changing it and play a proper tone, then let me just leave my voice there as the tone that I wanted to play.
Okay.
And seriously, when the song came out, that became even the title of the song. Many of the people don't even know the title of the song. All that they know is Timbaland Bang Man. Some of them say Bang Man to Bang Man. So it wasn't really a planned thing, but you know, Bible says that God takes the stupid things of this world to go find the wise.
Of course.
He made it beautiful for us, you know. So I give glory to God for that wonderful idea.
You've also had a stint with politics. You know, you've done some politically inspired songs. Tell us about that journey.
You're talking about Onapo, eh?
Yes, of course.
Onapo was, it was, you know, I'm a sound engineer and I produce music.
Okay,
so...
hang on, Nacee. I just want to let my producer so that they will find that song and they will play a little bit of it. Just for those who may have forgotten. We'll just play a bit of that. But do tell us the story. As and when they are ready with it, so we'll call for it.
Okay. I'm a sound engineer, so I produce music, and most people, they will employ your services to do something for them. So during the election, that's the 2015 thereabout, and the NDC, some of the NDC big men approached me that they wanted me to record a campaign song for them. And I said, okay, fine. So we spoke, and then I started putting stuff together. And finally, I think I did about 6 songs for them. And later, when I was the whole production was done, I said, why don't I just pick pieces of each of the songs and then put them together as the mouthpiece of the album, what they are, the campaign songs that they are looking for. So
why do you think the NDC approached you? Are you an NDC person?
I am not an NDC person. I'm a musician and a businessman. I started working for MPP. That's 2000, the year 2000, when ex-President Kufuor was coming. I did a song for ex-President Kufuor 2000, and then the 2004, I did another song which has the slogan of Yetuaso. So I would say I brought the Yetuaso, I gave it to MPP then, because in my song there was Yetuaso in 2004. In 2008, I joined Nana, current president, Nanado's campaign, that is Believe in Ghana. That was 2008. And 2012 too, we did the same thing, which I was a part of the campaign team that we campaigned for MPP. So 2016, and then I asked both parties what they wanted me to do for them. And mostly, it is not always the song that they are looking for. Sometimes they are looking for something different. Maybe they want you to maybe record some adverts and other things for them. So we did it for MPP as well. But I mean, NDC wanted a campaign song. MPP then said that they don't, because of before they had the Lumba has recorded a song for them, so they would prefer using that one. So maybe what they would like me to do for them is an advert, which we did the advert for them as well. And so the NDC one is the Onapo and other songs that they asked me to do for them. So we work for both parties, and I can't really, put my political destiny out there.
I see. So 2016, I mean, 2020, I beg your pardon, I'm wrapping up. 2020, who has approached you? MPP, NDC, CPP, which one?
As at now, we have both MPP and NDC. Some of their big men, we are talking with them, and some want me to do a campaign song. Right now, almost both of them want me to record a campaign song, and we are still in talking. This with them. So we are hoping we come to a final conclusion, and then we decide on what to do. So sure, a MPP or NDC.
Hey, it's all about the business. Your business has come. I wish you I wish you all the best. So before you go though, I want you to say something about coronavirus, how it's affected your production. But I also want you to give us a freestyle. You can make it about the AM show and make it about coronavirus if you want. But how has coronavirus changed things for you?
You know, it's out of this kind of, break or pandemic. Unfortunately for us as producers of music, it has really affected most musicians, and all of us are indoors now. We can't even do anything. We can't perform. We can't, even if somebody is coming to the studio to record, you are even afraid of the person's, health status. So you are quite, afraid. So no one is, you don't even allow anybody to go now. We only work on the phone, then talk to them, and then even when the rhythm is done, you still tell them to wait a little and then make sure things are okay. So everything is seriously slow. Everything is seriously slow. So if we are hoping that the vaccine will be ready any moment, and so that we can just go back to our normal ways of doing business and recording, because that's really slowing everything down. Everything is slow.
Later this afternoon, I'll have a conversation about the impact of coronavirus on relationships. I don't have too much time to go into that. So do for us. Yeah, I'm saying that because I've heard you talk about your wife before and how your wife has been very supportive of you, of your journey.
Sure.
Yeah. So, you do for us. I don't want my producers to cut off my head. So do for us a freestyle. You can add the politics one, the ones you're doing for the NPP and the NDC.
But that one is secret.
It's secret, okay.
So I should sing one of my songs.
Okay, if that's what you want to do, go for it.
No, I'm asking, is that what you are looking for?
I want a special freestyle for AM show, but anything you want to do, feel free. It's your okay. Moment.
Stop me with every stop me with every AM show. Nacee, this morning we're gonna talk about life and everything. AM show, joy, AM show.
Okay. Oh, that's amazing. I don't know, but there's something about your rhythm that I feel like I can live in your studio for a year just dancing.
Oh, I would love it if you are here. That will give us a different vibe to,
it will. It sure will. I have to come and make a song for a very special person who is also watching the show. I'll mention his name later. I'll come for that tune for him. Nacee, thank you so much.
That's beautiful.
Thank you so much. It's been a blessing having you this morning. Nacee Fitonyum. So, Nacee is a music producer. We've just been hanging out with him. You've heard his story. I hope that it has inspired you. Look out for his songs and have fun with this. I'm going to go on a very quick break. When I return, we'll talk a bit about real estate way lead. Do stay with us.